Chapter 5, Coal and Petroleum. In this chapter, fossil fuels, coal, petroleum, natural gas, energy requirement. Intro. On the basis of the availability, various natural resources can be broadly classified into two groups. Inexhaustible natural resources, example sunlight, air, water. However, renewable resources can get exhausted if we use them faster than they are renewed or disturb their natural process of renewal. Example, reduction in groundwater. Exhaustible natural resources are called non-renewable resources, as once used up, these cannot be replenished within a reasonable period of time. Example, forest, minerals, fossil fuels like coal and petroleum and natural gas, etc. In this chapter, we will study about coal and petroleum. Fossil fuels. Fuels are substances which produce a lot of heat on burning at a reasonable cost. Example, wood, LPG, coal, etc. All common fuels contain carbon as a free element or in combined state. The fuels that are formed in nature from dead remains of plants and animals, fossils, are called fossil fuels. Example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are mainly found in the Earth's crust and are obtained either by digging or drilling holes into it. Fossil fuels are non-renewable or exhaustible resources, as once used up, they take millions of years to form again. Fossil fuels burn to produce a large amount of heat and light. The heat can be used to cook food, run engines, or to generate electricity. Coal. Coal is one of the fossil fuels used to cook food. It is hard as a stone and black in color. In earlier times, it was used to run steam engines. Coal is also used as an industrial fuel and to generate electricity in thermal power stations. Formation of coal. About 300 million years ago, dense forest occurred on earth in low-lying wetland areas. As the trees got buried under the soil due to flooding, etc., more and more soil got accumulated over them. As a result, they got compressed. The temperature increased as they sank deeper. Under these conditions of high temperature and high pressure, the dead plants got slowly converted into coal. As the main component of coal is carbon, this process of conversion is called carbonization. The period during which this process of coal formation took place is called the Carboniferous Age. Types of coal. Coal is a complex mixture of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen with some amount of nitrogen, sulfur and phosphorus. Depending upon the content of carbon, coal is of three types. Anthracite is the best variety of coal. It has more than 90% of carbon content. Bituminous coal has about 65 to 70% of carbon content. Lignite coal is brown coal. It has only 38 to 40% of carbon content. When heated in air, coal burns and produces carbon dioxide gas mainly. C. Carbon plus O2, oxygen, air gives CO2, carbon dioxide. In India, coal is found in Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Destructive distillation of coal. During destructive distillation of coal, it is heated strongly to 1000 degrees Celsius in the absence of air. As a result, many useful organic and inorganic products are obtained. These useful products are coke. The solid residue left after destructive distillation of coal is called coke. It contains about 98% of carbon. Thus, it is almost pure form of carbon. It is tough, porous and black. It acts as a good fuel since it burns without producing smoke. Coal is used in the manufacture of steel and to extract many metals from their ores. When steam is passed over red hot coke, water gas is produced. C. Carbon plus H2O, water gives CO plus H2, water gas. When air is passed over red hot coke, producer gas is produced. 2C. Carbon plus O2 plus 4N2, air gives 2CO plus 4N2, producer gas. Both water gas and producer gas are used as fuels, gaseous fuels. Coal tar. It is a black, thick liquid with an unpleasant smell. It is a mixture of about 200 substances or carbon compounds. The products obtained from the coal tar are used in the manufacture of various substances like synthetic dyes, drugs, explosives, pesticides, perfumes, plastics, paints, etc. Pitch derived from coal tar is used to construct roads by nowadays. Bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in it its place. Naphthalene balls used to repel moths are also obtained from coal tar. Coal gas. The gas obtained during the processing of coal to get coke is called coal gas. It is a mixture of hydrogen, carbon monoxide and methane. It is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants. Coal gas was used for street lighting in London 1810 and New York 1828. It is not used much now. Petroleum. The word petroleum comes from Latin word petra, rock, and oleum, oil. Petroleum is a naturally occurring dark-colored viscous liquid found trapped under the ground. It is a complex mixture of various hydrocarbons mixed with water, salt, and other particles. It is lighter than water and insoluble in it. It is an important fossil fuel. Petrol, diesel, and kerosene are obtained from it. Formation of petroleum. Petroleum was formed from aquatic organisms living in the sea. When these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with layers of sand and clay. The decomposed organic matter as a result of action of bacteria got buried deeper and deeper. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organism into liquid petroleum or crude oil and natural gas. Petroleum is generally found together with natural gas deep inside the Earth's crust. Petroleum is obtained by drilling holes, oil wells in the Earth's crust. When a well is drilled, natural gas first comes out with great pressure and after some time, oil comes out first itself and then it is pumped out. The oil obtained is black in color and is termed as black gold due to its commercial importance. The world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania, USA in 1859. In India, oil was first struck at Mukum in Assam in 1867. Oil wells in India are found at Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai High and in the river basins of Godavari and Krishna. Refining of petroleum. Petroleum is an oily liquid with a strong smell. It is a mixture of various hydrocarbons such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. The process of separating various constituents of petroleum by fractional distillation is called refining. It is carried out in a petroleum refinery. In this process, crude oil is heated to about 400 degrees Celsius in a furnace and the vapors thus formed are passed into a tall fractionating tower. The hydrocarbons with highest boiling points condense first and are collected at the base of the fractionating tower. With the rising vapors, the hydrocarbons with lower boiling points condense at different heights. The process continues till the crude oil is separated into different fractions. The gaseous hydrocarbons do not condense and escape from the top of the tower. Important. Fractions of petroleum and their uses are given in the figure. Useful substances obtained from petroleum and natural gas are called petrochemicals. These are used in the manufacture of detergents, synthetic fibers, polythene, etc. Natural gas. Natural gas is easy to transport through pipes, so it is an important fossil fuel. It is found along with petroleum under the Earth's crust. It contains many methane and is used as domestic and industrial fuel. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas (CNG). CNG is used as a motor fuel as it is clean and less polluting. The advantage of CNG is that it can be directly supplied for use at homes and factories through pipes. Such a network of pipes exists in some cities of India and some parts of Delhi. Natural gas is also used in the manufacture of many chemicals and fertilizers. On strong heating, it decomposes into carbon and hydrogen. Hydrogen is used in the production of ammonia required for the production of fertilizers. In India, natural gas has been found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and in the Krishna Godavari Delta. Energy requirement. With the rising population and advancement in technology, our energy needs have increased tremendously. We need more energy to run factories and latest gadgets. Tractors and tube wells used in modern agriculture need power to work. Increased use of computers at homes, offices and factories also led to increased electrical energy consumption. Domestic as well as industrial consumption of energy is increasing continuously. More than 75% of the world's total energy requirement are met by fossil fuels, while petroleum alone satisfies 30% of world's total energy requirement. Natural resources are limited. As already studied, natural resources like fossil fuels take millions of years to form, and our present rate of consumption of fossil fuel is much faster than the rate of their formation. If we continue to do so, we will soon run out of them. Some of the problems associated with the overuse of fossil fuels are exhaustion of existing fossil fuels, pollution of air, water and soil and as a result of extraction, processing and burning of fossil fuels, global warming, raised temperature of the atmosphere, energy crisis in the future. Judicious use of energy. Judicious use of energy is necessary to prevent energy crisis in future. Judicious use means that we do not waste energy and also use the available energy with utmost care. Some ways to do it are given below. Switch off lights, fans, etc. when not in use. Use appliances like coolers, heaters, geysers, etc. only when needed. Reduce the flame while cooking food. Use CFLs and tube lights that use less energy instead of bulbs. Use public transport in place of private vehicles. Use pressure cookers for cooking and keep the vessels covered while cooking. It reduces the cooking time and thus saves energy. Conservation of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, mainly coal and petroleum, are being used at a fast pace. They will be finished soon if we do not manage them properly. We should try to make use of renewable sources of energy to meet our energy requirements. The advantages of using renewable energy sources is that they do not cause pollution and provide energy too. This can be done in the following ways. Natural gas should be used as an alternative source of energy. We have discovered large reserves of natural gas within last 20 years. Use of solar cookers, solar heater and other appliances that use solar energy should be encouraged. Wind power should be used to generate electricity wherever possible. Hydroelectric power should be generated from water bodies with the help of dams. Energy generated from biomass should be used in rural and semi-urban areas. Example, biogas is a cheaper and convenient fuel for our rural population. In India, the Petroleum Conservation Research Association (PCRA) advises people how to save petrol, diesel while driving. Their tips are: drive at a constant and moderate speed, switch off the engine at traffic lights, pressure in the tires should be correct, ensure regular maintenance of the vehicle. Keywords: natural resources, the materials found in nature and used by living organisms for existence and survival. Inexhaustible, the resources which are present in unlimited amount in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities, also known as renewable resources. Exhaustible resources, the sources which are present in a limited amount in nature and can be exhausted by the human activities, also known as non-renewable resources. Fuels, substances that burn producing a lot of heat at a reasonable cost. Fossil fuels, fuels formed in the geological past from dead remains of living organisms. Carbonization, the process of conversion of dead plants into coal. Water gas, mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen, CO plus H2. Producer gas, mixture of carbon monoxide and nitrogen, CO plus N2. Refining, process of separating various constituents of petroleum by fractional distillation. Conservation, wise and economic use. Summary, materials used by living organisms to survive may be natural or man-made. Natural resources are found in nature and help in the existence of life. Natural resources are of two types: inexhaustible, renewable, and exhaustible, non-renewable. Inexhaustible resources are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities. Example, air, water, sunlight. Exhaustible resources are present in a limited quantity in nature and can be exhausted by human activities. Example, minerals, forest, coal, petroleum, etc. Fossil fuels are those formed in nature from dead remains of plants and animals. Example, coal, petroleum and natural gas. Coal is a fossil fuel formed from the dead plants and trees buried under high temperature and high pressure for millions of years. Destructive distillation of coal gives useful products like coke, coal tar and coal gas. Petroleum is a fossil fuel formed from dead sea organisms buried under high temperature and pressure for millions of years. Fractional distillation of petroleum gives many useful products like petrol, diesel, kerosene, etc. Natural gas is found along with petroleum and is mainly made up of methane. Compressed natural gas (CNG) is a clean and non-polluting fuel. Energy crisis can be prevented by judicious use of energy. Using alternative sources of energy like wind power, solar energy and biomass can help in conservation of fossil fuels.